Hey everybody, it's Rob from the Rant, and I'm bringing you another 5-minute review. This time on 5-minute reviews, we're going to be talking about Dying Light. Now, I recently was given a copy of this as a Christmas gift, and I gotta tell you, I haven't been able to put down the game for the last week or so. So much so that I've already cleared the campaign, and well, that means review time. First off, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Dying Light, it is a zombie apocalypse type game. Yes, I know, the genre is overpopulated, but this one was done in a unique way. You have actual mobility. You don't have to fight your way through all the zombies. You can, but the character that you portray is a free runner. For those of you who don't know what that is, parkour, maybe you know that. You know, crazy running around, jumping on rooftops and all that stuff. Really cool to watch. Anyways, the game itself, pretty solid actually. The mechanics are there. You know, I didn't really encounter too many glitches or anything like that. And the ones that I did, not a big deal. They were more or less kind of like little glitches you could induce if you weren't careful, so to speak. Like later on in the game, you get a grappling hook that allows you to do some really quick traversing of platforms and all that, right? Well, if you throw it up and your character's not aligned perfectly with the ledge that you're trying to grapple onto, there's a very real chance that he'll kind of not grab the ledge and you might fall to your death afterwards. So, as you can see, it's a little bit of a glitch, but at the same time, it's one that you can avoid if you're just careful. I know what you're saying, running around rooftops and all that shit, how careful can you be? But still, that's the point of the game, fast and furious. Alright, so as far as graphics goes, the game's pretty solid actually. I was quite impressed with how high the graphics were, especially given the size of the map that you're on. Well, two maps actually. There's the first map is the larger of the two and you run around a lot on there, but second one still pretty big. So overall, large game, very large game. I was very happy with that. I mean, literally it'd take you a good 5-10 minutes to run from side to side on the map if you go straight line. And that's not just because of obstacles and stuff like that. You have to skip around. Alright, so graphics, good. I'm giving it a solid B+, maybe A-, somewhere in there. I've seen prettier, but this is pretty good. Alright, gameplay. Mechanics, they are all there and they are pretty crispy. I feel like I'm actually doing the parkour, and I feel like I'm actually the one busting zombie heads with a machete or a crowbar, whatever the hell your weapon of choice would be. So, I'm giving that a nice high rank. I'm giving that a 5 out of 5 on the gameplay stuff because it felt good. I really can't complain about that. The stuff that I would bitch about is really nitpicky stuff, so I'm writing those off. Alright, story? It's a good story. It's not a great story. They kind of took a note from Resident Evil and went with this, like, there's a bad corporation kind of thing going on, so you know, it works. It works. They did a nice job with it. It's not an amazing story, but they did do one thing which really pisses me off. I guess you could say, love interest for the main character. Of course, bad things happen. I hate it when they do that. I mean, I get that that's the perfect galvanizing thing to keep the hero on course, but still. So, story, we'll give it like a 3.5 out of 5. It's not amazing, but it's good. You can get into it. Replay value. Moderate, I would say, because there are a ton of side quests, and eventually you will get a little bit bored with doing the side quests and want to just finish up the campaign. So, we'll say 3 out of 5 on that one. Overall, I really did enjoy the game. There's a lot to be done in there, and there actually is an experience system for the character, so like the more you run and do the parkour stuff, and the more you beat on zombies and the less times you die and have to start over, the higher your rank in these 3 categories of like agility and strength, and I think the other one is survival. So, you know, you learn new skills with all of that. You can make better use of the weapons, and truthfully, I didn't feel like there was any spot in the game that really needed to be polished. In fact, this is stupid, but the biggest pet peeve I have about it is that every time you load up a new area of the game, or you're loading from, like the main menu, when it's done loading, the game waits for you to press the X button to actually start. So like it loads the level and then just sits there waiting for it. I'm so not used to that it's a little bit of a pet peeve for me. I'm more used to all of a sudden just being thrown in when the level is finished loading. So that's my one pet peeve. So, Dying Light, gotta check it out. It's a fun game, a lot to do in there. Overall, I'm giving it like a 4 out of 5. It's a solid title. It's definitely worth the money. Check it out. And please, don't forget to check out the other stuff on the Rant channel. We have more 5-minute reviews. We do gameplay streams every Saturday. Those are recorded and up there for anyone to check out. The Bloodborne stuff is especially cool. We have our normal podcast, The Rant, which our end-of-the-year episode will be going up this Monday, so give that a listen. We're doing a 2015 review, the games and comics that blew us away and the ones that we think need to be buried. So check it out. Oh, and don't forget, you gotta check out my partner's channel, Jarsha's Opinion. I'll throw a link in the description, alright? That's it for me, guys. Take care.